Good morning, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 25 minutes away from 8 o'clock on Thursday morning, the first day of the 3-day Aintree meeting 2025. Early start this morning. I got up at 6:15 and just I'd forgot most of what I was going to say, so I had to redo it. Meant to do a video last night, but I was desperate tired. Fell asleep a couple of times. I couldn't get into the right frame of mind to do a video. I got the doctors yesterday morning. They have the local doctor rang my consultant and the neurologist in Sligo Hospital, and they all came up to the conclusion that the ailment I have is definitely another form of trigeminal neuralgia. So they're putting me on different medication, building it up as well gradually. 2 tablets a day for a while, and then 3, and doubling them later on after 3 weeks. They give me a painkilling tablet as well. It eased the pain somewhat alright, but not recommended to be taking the painkilling tablet often, as it has very bad side effects. So I was over in the neighbours yesterday from 12 o'clock to 5:30 cutting the hedges that I didn't do last November because it was too wet, and got them done for them, and came back here, took tablets, fell asleep. So hopefully we have a good week. Yesterday, nothing to report in a positive way. The day will come for the 2 flat horses, but not yesterday. And I was praising Dermot Wells' form this year has been better than other years. He had 2 winners, including in the race that I expected Ramzina to run definitely into the first 3. And what happened? The other one, Falcon 8, a horse that had won a Chester Cup over 2 miles, got an easy lead, and I said halfway through the race, they won't peg this horse back if he's fit, and that's exactly what happened. So you can make out what you want out of that. Anyway, we'll go on today. I have no videos arranged because I wanted to get it up as quick as possible. So if I was getting videos organised, it'd be another 20 minutes before I'd be ready. The first race off is the 2.5 mile Grade 1 Novices Chase. This has been won 7 out of the last 10 years by horses from the UK or Great Britain, whichever you prefer. Great Britain, because it was a Scottish horse and Welsh. Bad race for favourites. No favourite in the last 10 years has won this. A couple has been missed Cheltenham to get to this meeting, saved as they say for it. But I'm going for the Erkel winner, Jango Baie. I had this in my head for this horse even before the Erkel. I was saying that could be a pipe opener for Aintree. The short turnaround is the only thing, but he's a good jumper and he'll relish the trip. He should be 3 for 3 over jumps. Actually, Handstands has beaten him twice, but I thought he should have won that day in Sandown. Has 1 run over the track, got 6, or was given Katira £6 last year in the Handicap Hurdle. It was second in a pint to pint. Croke Park will be out in front. It has 2 Grade 1s won already. And Perret passed 1 for us last year in that 3-way photo in the hurdle race. And this has been spared as well for it. I'm going for Jango Baie. You got 11 to 4 there with Hills. On to the second race. 4-year-old Juvenile Hurdle. No trace anyone that ran fairly decent in the the Triumph Hurdle. Put Your Hands Together won the Boodles convincingly, stepping up. I think it's put up £13 for that. Naturally Nimble has been spared for this. It looks like it won a Group 3, wasn't it, that time when it beat Willitgoahead. Marcia ran in the Boodles as well. It was given away at that to Put Your Hands Together. I think it's £6. They're on level weights today. I thought the most likely winner probably is Put Your Hands Together. The short turnaround for a young horse is the thing as well. A horse that didn't run in Cheltenham. I'm backing it each way, and I'm backing it without the favourite. Is Mambonumberfive for Ben Pauling. That was bought for big money. I think it's something around. It's definitely over 400,000, but it didn't settle in Cheltenham first time out against East India Dock, but it improved the last time. And that's St. Pancras, that won since, but it had to win it because it was an odds-on shot. But Mondo Man was in that race, and Mondo Man, if you take that as a guideline. Now it ran muck in the, but that had been in Aintree or in Cheltenham, but that had been a well-touted horse prior to that, and it was behind Lulamba, 3.5 lengths. And the fact that the other horse has beaten that horse then has to give that a bit of credible form. It's an each-way bet. Live Conte looked good the last time, but it didn't beat an awful lot. Windrock, like, I'm trying to see, besides going for a bigger win bet on the Fav. Now, the favourite has a good record in this race, or favourites. That's 9-1 without. So even if it finish 4th, then you're getting a fifth of the odds. You're making money on the race, and it's all about making money on the race. Now, ideally, if you back it both ways, each way, split your stake each way and each way, without the favourites and with and straight, you'd want to finish third at worst to be collecting on your 2 bets. On to the Golden the Bowl. This has been won by top class horses down through the years. 8-2 in favour of the horses across the pond against the Irish, but the Irish have won it 2 out of the last 5. Kimboy and Jerry Calam last year. You look at the class of horses that's in it, like, or has won that Might Boyce, Clandazobo, Shishkin, Jerry Calam. Like, is there anything of that quality here today? The only one that I can see that could be fitting that bill is Spillanes Tower. This was my selection in the King George. The excuse is it didn't travel over that well. The thing about it is Jimmy Mangan, I know he was a good trainer years ago, but he hasn't had a winner, I think, since January. I know that he hasn't that many horses. So just hopefully it's in good enough form. The run behind, they went to second there to Factifile. Hopefully they learned from travelling the last time. So Spillanes Tower is the selection. The ground has to be a niggling worry about a few of those horses, the likes of Grey Dawning, Gaelic Warrior, that it needed a bit softer. but I'm sure that it'll be on the first day good. It's good to soft, good in places. So good to soft. Soft side of good should be good enough ground on the first day. Onto the Aintree Hurdle. The clash between Lossiemouth and Constitution Hill. Constitution Hill, the jumping is iffy of late. Could have come down in an egg and spoon race at the last 2 runs back. Made that mistake then, made a howler. Just never lifted his hooves at all, ploughed into the middle of the hurdle in the champion hurdle. Lossiemouth, the trip is probably more suitable. Cantered home the lash to get £7. For me to make £1 on the race, I'm looking at without the 2, and without the 2 of them, I'm taking a chance on Take No Chances. And if you look at the reason why, they're off level weights today. This was third. Actually 4 mares out of 6. 4 mares to Gaelic in this race. If you look at in December, behind Woodoo in a handicap hurdle, Woodoo was carrying 11.4 and Take No Chance was carrying 12 stone. So that's £10. And he was only beaten a length and 3/4, or she was, and a neck. And there's £10 they're carrying level weights today. And it's a huge difference in the price. Behind, without the 2 of them, 1 to 7 would do. Take No Chances, 7 to 1. So you're watching the first 2, and you don't care who wins. If you're going to get 7 to 1, this finishing third beating Woodoo. For newcomers to the channel, that's the way I approach a race to see what's the best way of making £1. That's the way I think is the best way in this race. If I was given a selection, I'd probably go on Lossiemouth. The Hunters Chase. The Foxhunters Chase. It's amazing. They can't call it the Foxhunters Chase in Cheltenham because it's not politically correct. They've said the Hunters Chase. And they can say the Foxhunters Chase. It's absolute craziness to me. Absolutely. Bonkers. The best form in the race is Willitgoahead. This was bought by the Mordens back to Stud there before Cheltenham. It was third. It ran a very good race, third to Wonderwall. And the winner of this last year was second in that race. But if you look at beat Lifetime Ambition, 13 lengths, beat second to Cons Rock, Ramirez won. It's improving the whole time. Lifetime Ambition is the second fav there. This is Bet the Laird Outwood before. That's the selection, and I'd probably put it down as my nap of the day. On to the Red Rum Handicap Chase. Surprisingly, this has been, in the last 10 years, or 8 especially, 5 to 1, 15 to 2, 12 to 1, 9 to 1, 11 to 2, 10 to 1, 8 to 1, in comparison with years back 2016 33s. I would say the favourites finished. Favourite hasn't won it in Young. Favourite didn't finish 4 times. Imagine that. There's a bus horse in this race, but he's £3 out of the handicap. He won first to last. He looks to be trained for this race. Is Rath, Gaul, Hill. So I normally never go near horses that are out of the handicap, but Sammy Twist is in the bike for Sam Drinkwater. And there's one other outsider. Sam Brouet won it last year as a 6-year-old carrying tin 2. Well under 11 stone is the preferred weight to be carrying here. I think Dr TJ Eckleburg, for a trainer that won this in the last 3 years, Evan Williams. You look at the run. Was it this run? There's one here. San Brouet was way behind 13. I know that was probably just out for the gallop that day. But it won pretty well that day, and to second to Gunside Ridge in an improving sort. There's my two against the field, Dr TJ Eckleburg and Rath Gaul Hill onto the bumper. Shaolin for the better known flat training trainer Paddy Toomey. This won a listed affair in Cheltenham, but actually hosed up. It was 12s into 5-2 favourite that day. Had won a bumper in Ballinrobe, and it was 4th into a run to the Queen. For all the poker players. In a listed affair in Gordon in October, put away then until March. Show Gael, that Show Gael has ran well since, actually has won. But if you look at it, Jackie Hobbs, I was impressed enough with that the last time for the Noel Feely syndicate. But Harry Cobden rode that day, and Cobden stays loyal to Kapability. Wonder had he the choice. I like a good jockey in these bumpers. That beat that Show Gael as well. And then in a listed affair, didn't settle at all. Cobden was on it. He stays loyal to it. I think I could be as wrong as hell now, but that's going to be my selection in the race, is Kapability at a big price. Lots of them are paying 4 places there. Most of them are, yeah. So I'll say I have a few things to do straight away this morning. So whatever time I have, I mightn't get time maybe to write up my usual thing about it. But I'll be back tonight. Hopefully, I'll get back tonight. We'll see for tomorrow. So best luck for the 3 days. Bash the bookies, over and out.